All right, good morning, boys and girls. It's Friday, May 8th, 2020. So we're going to ask ourselves, why do we write thank you letters? So let's go over our expectations. Number one, make sure you have a nice sharpened pencil and your packet available. Your packet is on the correct page, which says writing for Friday, May 8th, 2020. Should be towards the back of your packet. Number two, when I say pause, please pause the video and fill out the section. When you are finished filling out the section, unpause the video. So today we are going to write a lot, so I'll need you to pause your video. So be ready for that. Number three, at the end of the video, please complete the exit ticket on Teams. So your exit ticket won't look exactly what's on the paper, but you will definitely be able to answer the questions if you use this passage. All right, let's go ahead and spark. It's Family Friday. Who is a student or teacher who represents one of our core values? So an example, I want to shout out Kiba for doing whatever it takes. Good job, Kiba. He often ever it takes. So oftentimes he will message me on Teams if he's confused or if he needs help with something, and I really appreciate that, especially during this time of distance learning. Thank you for doing whatever it takes and asking me questions so that you can make sure to get really great grades. So here's a reminder of our core values. So good job, Kiba. But we have closing an achievement gap. We have no excuses, whatever it takes, 100% every day, sweating the small stuff, and team and family. Take 1 minute to shout out one person. It can be someone in your house. It can be one of your teachers. It could be someone that you saw during den time. So, who would you like to shout out? You have about 40 seconds. All right, so you should have already chosen a person, and now you're choosing a core value. Which core value does this person represent? Okay, about 15 seconds. We're coming together in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go ahead and go to our do now. So I want you to first, of course, label your text feature. Here's an illustration that says Tooth Fairy. I wonder what this passage will be about. So I want you to take a minute to read the story and another minute to answer these two questions. So let me go ahead and put 2 minutes on my clock. In about 2 minutes, we will go over this. Thank you for starting your do now. You're labeling your text features. You're reading through the letter. You have about 50 seconds. So you should definitely be on the question that says, why did the Tooth Fairy write this letter? You should be answering that question number 1 by now. maybe. Number 2, what is the tooth fairy's tone? 20 more seconds. What do you think her attitude or voice is in this writing? There we go. Let's go over our do now. If you need a little extra time, then pause your video, please. So on number 1, it says, why did the tooth fairy write this letter? If you chose A, then you are correct. So it says to answer Lauren's questions and give her information. So you can make an inference that Lauren already wrote the tooth fairy a letter because it says, I received your letter. Boom. And to give her information, that is what she's doing now. So she said, did you know that you have 20 baby teeth to lose? That's a lot. And that she can't give you $10 per tooth because it would be $20,000. That's a lot of money too. And she answers questions about her own teeth. She answers questions about the tooth fairy queen. So she's giving her a lot of information. She's answering her questions. Number 2, what is the tooth fairy's tone? So if you chose B, the tooth fairy is wise. I agree. So it looks like she has answers to all of Lauren's questions. So therefore, she must be very wise. All right. So today we're going to be able to create a thank you letter. So to write 2 of our thank you letters, we're going to use the book Stella Luna that I typed out for you. Before we read, let's go ahead and label our text features. So on the side, you have a lot of illustrations. So I just want you to go like this. So these are all your illustrations. Let's see, let's go ahead and look at what's happening in our illustrations before we read. So we see a mother bat with a little tiny baby. And then there's an owl here, and oh no. Looks like the bat is gone. Ugh, and now it looks like this baby bat is trying to eat a bug. That's crazy. See if I can make it brighter for you. Nope. Cool. All right. And then, let's see. It looks like there's some little birds hanging like bats. That looks a little different, so that must be the bat. It looks like there's, how do you think this baby bat feels? Look at her face. I agree, she looks a little scared or upset. All right. Let's see, it looks like there's some crazy bat. Like, it looks like she's not landing correctly, because we know bats hang upside down. And then it looks like there's 2 bats here. One's hanging like a bat, and the other one is not. And it looks like there's 2 bats hugging. Let's see. Ooh, there's some more illustrations over here. What's happening in these illustrations? Looks like this bat is not eating a bug anymore. It's eating a giant fruit, maybe like a giant mango. Let's label these illustrations as well. Awesome. And then there's these bats and these birds that are hanging like bats. Interesting. That's the opposite of what happened earlier. Aw, and it looks like, what's happening in this picture? It looks like the bat's giving all the birds hugs. How sweet. So I wonder what this book will be about. Right. Also, I would like for you to number your paragraphs as well, because they're not numbered. So make sure you do that as well. I'm going to give you about 30 seconds to do so. Remember, every indentation is a paragraph. Right, about 10 more seconds. Remember to also number the paragraphs on the second page. Alrighty. Ooh, there's a couple more text features. Wow, this story has a lot of text features. We have Stella Luna, which is our what? Good. Stella Luna is our title. And it says by Janelle Cannon. Who is Janelle Cannon? She is our author. All right. So, of course, we're going to hashtag as we read. What are we going to do after each paragraph? Yes. And then actually, I'm going to show you right now which paragraphs you can chunk. So where it says 3 through 4, you may chunk those. Ooh. Or not. Because it's just a lot of dialogue. You can chunk these little teeny tiny ones right here, 6 and 7. You can chunk 8 through 11. And then 14 through 16, the ones at the bottom. So if they're teeny tiny, like I know some of them are just 1 or 2 lines, then absolutely please chunk them. And then maybe chunk, yeah. So we're going to read a few paragraphs together, and then I want you to read the rest by yourself. So, it's a great book though. It's a classic. So let's go ahead and read paragraph 1. So, in a warm and sultry forest far, far away, there once lived a mother fruit bat and her new baby. Oh, how Mother Bat loved her soft, tiny baby. I'll name you Stella Luna, she crooned. Each night, Mother Bat would carry Stella Luna clutched to her breast as she flew out to search for food. Go ahead, let's start a hashtag. So, who's our main characters in this book? In the first paragraph, we were introduced to Stella Luna. We can write SL for short. And Mother Bat. What did Mother Bat and Stella Luna do? Good, they went to look for food. Because it says, Stella Luna clutched to her breast as she flew out and searched for food. So Stella Luna and Mother Bat search for food. All right, let's go ahead and go to paragraph 2. One night, as Mother Bat followed the heavy scent of ripe fruit, an owl spied on her. Dodging and shrieking, Mother Bat tried to escape, but the owl struck again and again, knocking Stella Luna into the air. Stella Luna's baby wings were as limp and useless as wet paper. Down, down, she went faster and faster into the forest below. Wrapping her wings about her, she clutched the thing branch, trembling with cold fear. Mother, Stella Luna squeaked, where are you? So what happened next? Remember, it helps to start with your topic or your person in the story, your character. Who's our character in this story? Exactly, Stella Luna is our character. What happened with Stella Luna? So if you hashtagged Stella Luna and Mother Bat were attacked by an owl, then you are right. This is a very important part of the book. So it looks like that's the mom bat, that's the owl, and then Stella Luna is falling down far, far away. Okay, let's go ahead and keep reading. Starting with paragraph 3, we're going to read this big old chunk. Flump! Stella Luna landed headfirst in a soft, downy nest, startling the 3 baby birds who lived there. Stella Luna quickly clambered from the nest and hung out of sight below. She listened to the babble of 3 birds. What was that? Cried Flip. I don't know, but it's hanging by its feet, chirped Flitter. Shh! Here comes Mama, hissed Flip. Alrighty, so I want you to go ahead and write your hashtag for that chunk. What happened to our main character now? Who did she run into? Good. If you said something like Stella Luna and the baby birds, or you can say she landed in a nest of birds because that's where they were. That's where the baby birds were. Then you are right. Stella Luna landed in a nest of birds. Okay, so I would like for you to read the rest by yourself. So go ahead and pause the video. Get ready to hashtag the rest of the story. Thank you for pausing your video. Alrighty, thank you for unpausing our video. Let's go ahead and go to our writing task. So you should have read and hashtagged the entire story. So we're going to go to what we're learning today. So writers write thank you letters to express appreciation of how others have helped them. In Stella Luna, we learned that mothers and maternal figures, which means people that are females and care like mothers, can be different and alike. Mother bird and mother bat have different behaviors, food choices, and even look different. However, they both believe in taking care of each other's children. Your writing task. After reading Stella Luna, write thank you letters using the voice of Mother Bird and Mother Bat. Yesterday we learned about voice. So, what is voice? Voice is like the attitude or tone of the writer. So, how you come off. So, whenever you're writing a thank you letter, how should your voice or tone be? Good, you should be kind. You should be grateful, those kinds of things. All right, so I want you to think, how did Mother Bird help Mother Bat? How did the bird help the bat? go ahead and brainstorm for 10 seconds. You can just list ways that Mother Bird helped Bat. So for instance, I said, Mother Bird helped Mother Bat by taking care of Stella Luna after the owl attack. So I want you to go ahead and find text that supports that. And I'm sure there's other ways that Mother Bird helped Mother Bat. So it talks about it in this section of the story, which is paragraph 4 through paragraph 3 through paragraph 7. That's whenever Mother Bird is helping Mother Bat by taking care of Stella Luna. So yes, we always have text evidence to prove our answers. If you want to add some extra text evidence and be super awesome, please do so. So it'll also ask, what voice or attitude would she have towards Mother Bird? How do you think Mother Bat would feel about Mother Bird? I think that she'd be really kind to her. So I just wrote kind right here. That's the kind of voice she should have. So now I'm going to write a story about, or not a story, a thank you letter. Remember that you're pretending to be Mother Bat. That's why it says from Mother Bat down here. Remember that your letter should have all parts. So the date, the greeting, a body with details, a closing, and a signature. So May 8th, 2020. Dear Mother Bird, thank you for taking care of Stella Luna after the owl attacked us. I'm so happy to be reunited with my baby. From Mother Bat. So did I have all parts? Yes. Did I thank Mother Bird for something, pretending to be Mother Bat? Sure. So, how did Mother Bat help Mother Bird? That one's a little trickier. But let's go ahead and go back to paragraphs 21 through 23. That's the end of the story. So it says, we wish that we could land on our feet, Flitter replied. Flip and Flap nodded. How could we be so different but feel so much alike? Mused Flitter. How can we be so different but be so much alike? Wondered Flip. I think this is quite a mystery. I agree, said Stella Luna, but we're friends, and that's a fact. So knowing the end of the story, what do you think the theme or the lesson of Stella Luna is? What do you think this book is trying to teach you? So, the theme is, even though they are different, they can still be friends. So, even though someone can still be your friend, even if they are way different from you. If you said something like that for the theme, then you're right. So, your task is to write a thank you letter to Mother Bat from Mother Bird, because that's something that she learned. So what voice or attitude do you think that she would have towards Mother Bat? If it's a thank you letter, you're always going to try to be kind. All right, so go ahead and pause your video and write a thank you letter. Make sure to have all parts of your letter. Okay, so it says, Dear Mother Bat. This one's mine. You can unpause your video. Did you start your letter with that and put a comma? Remember that the body of the letter will have different words. Mine will have different words from yours, and that's okay. As long as you tied in the theme, the lesson that Mother Bird learned. It was an honor to have Stella Luna in our lives for a moment. Thank you for teaching us that we can still be friends even though we are different. From Mother Bird. So again, it's okay if our words are different. Just make sure that your sentences have swag, you have a date, a greeting, body with details, a closing, a signature plus her name, which is already there. And then also you're answering the theme. You tied in that theme that even though they are different, they can still be friends. If you have all those things, awesome. That moves us to the last part. So on the last page, because usually I only do 2 pages, but today I did 3 so that you could have a special project. So this is my Mother's Day project. So the question is, how has your own mother or maternal figure, woman in your life helped you? So some lady in your life that has helped you. It can be, maybe it's your mom, maybe it's your aunt, your tia, your grandma, whoever has really helped you and helped make you the person that you are. You're going to write a thank you letter thanking them for all the wonderful things that they have done. Please take off this page from your packet and give it to them on Sunday, May 10th, 2020 for Mother's Day. So you're going to take off this paper and give it to them. Go ahead and do that now. Okay, so what are some different ways that your maternal figure, your mom, whoever you're writing to, how has she helped you? So I'm writing to my mom, and I said she raised my siblings and I'm just listing different things that she's done for me. I know that she's done a lot. She sacrificed going to college herself to be a mother. She worked long hours to make sure we had what we needed. She also took care of me whenever I had asthma and chickenpox when I was really young. So I want you to take a minute to brainstorm. What kind of things does your mom do for you or maternal figure? What different things can you thank her for? Okay, try to think of a few more. You have 30 seconds. Does she make you breakfast every morning? Does she buy you clothes for school? How does your mom help you? Does she make you dinner? Does she watch movies with you? Alrighty. So, this is an example of my letter. Right here, I also put a checklist of what you need in your letter. You need today's date, a greeting, a body with details, a closing, and a signature with your name. So here's an example of my letter. It says May 8th, 2020. I have today's date. Check. Dear Mom, comma, that's what I call my mom. Check. A greeting with the comma at the end. A body with details. Let's go ahead and read it. Thank you for sending my siblings and I to and through college. I know that you sacrificed your own education and worked long hours to make sure we had a better life. I appreciate when you took care of me when I was sick. The body is there. Awesome. Do I have a closing? I put love, comma, yes, and I put my signature, my name. Good. So I'm just going to take this out of my packet and I'm going to give it to my mom on Mother's Day. I hope that y'all have an awesome weekend. If you need me, please message me on Teams or maybe go on to Blue Jeans from 1 to 3. Also on Blue Jeans, we do have Cougar Den today from 2:30 to 3. And Miss Oliveira told me that your 4th grade teachers are really excited to meet you. So if you'd like to meet them at 3 o'clock on our Blue Jeans, then I think that it'll be a good time. All right. Well, y'all have a great day, a good weekend. Bye.